Hello, I'm live for an hour or so. I'm going to be doing some free readings for anyone that would wish today. I'm live here on Facebook, here on YouTube, and here on my own platform on Mighty Networks app. That's my group called Homelight, which I do hope to be inviting more people to join in the next maybe in about a month's time. We're still putting things together and getting early things resolved as you need to do. But my purpose of going live here, going live right now, is to do some readings for people that anyone that would wish. Very simple. All you need to do is put your questions in the comments section here, and I will just go down in a list. I'm going to make Homelight my priority, but I'm going to just work down the list on Facebook and YouTube here as well. And Jackie, I shall get to you. I'm just going to make a note of that. Jackie and Natasha are putting questions. So there's this the expression, teach a man to fish or give a man a fish, right? This came up as a meeting with my board earlier on, and this came up in conversation. But I want to say I'm here. I'm giving live readings today. They're free readings, And while majority of my work is obviously going to be to build people up, to empower people, show people how to do things themselves, sometimes it's just not the purpose. Sometimes that's maybe not the right thing, and some people just need a little bit of support. They don't need the whole lesson, right? And I've learned that to be an important part of the path, that if you can support someone just even briefly, it's worth doing. It doesn't have to be this long drawn out thing. And the point is, we can all do that in every area of our life. Doesn't matter what we're doing. Maybe the smallest, maybe just a small gesture can totally change someone's day. And so I'm here, and I'm not going to be changing the world with anything I read for people today, but it's about confirming maybe what you already know, right? That's the very best that a reading can do. Confirm what you already know. You hear it from inside, you hear it from outside, you feel more together, right? But these are not like big teaching sessions I do, as it were. But Jackie, now that I've got the preamble out of the way, I'm going to get to Natasha afterwards, and then you, Denise. Okay. Jackie, what can I do to help shift my energy, especially with work? Okay. Okay, so Jackie, congratulations to you for going to what can I do to shift my energy. Absolutely, that's a very responsible thing to do. It does look like you have a lot on though, and like I was just saying with the teach a man to fish thing, right? There seems to be a lot on your plate. And while I would be the first to talk about shifting energy and what can we do here and here and here and so on to make the difference in our how we feel and what happens, I'll be the first to say it. But I really feel like you could do with delegating a bit more, getting some things off your plate, because that's going to shift energy, isn't it? That's going to make you feel better. And when I go to outcome and results, financially and emotionally, right? That seems to work for you. So let's be aware that it's great to meditate. It's great to pray. Absolutely. We've got to remember action in all that we do. And if we want to make the shift in our energy, absolutely, sometimes we just do need to start from action first. Then it will have its loop back on how we feel, how we express, and our expanded presence. Okay, so that's actually what I'd say. Before I'd go to hydration and meditation and so on, I'd actually say, well, what could you get taken off your plate? Gosh, lots of people on YouTube today. No one was on last week. Wow. All right. Just going to put you guys there in a minute. Oh, shoot. I just realized something. Sorry, just give me a second, guys. I just realized I was in the wrong place. I'm really sorry. I just need to do something for Facebook. I was in the wrong place. I feel so silly. Oh my god, so embarrassed. This is what I mean. Like, I'm live here on 3 platforms. I'm doing my best here. All right. Live giving readings. I will get to you. I promise I will get to you. I'll get to everyone on YouTube. Right. All right. Oops. Let's put that down. Go live. All right. Here we go. Hello. I'm live here on Facebook. I have to apologize for being 10 minutes late. I was actually in the wrong Facebook group, but now I'm in the right place, and I'm going to get to people now. All right, Natasha, first of all. Natasha, guidance for the next couple of weeks. Okay. All right. Let me work backwards for you here and say that if I'm looking at a couple of weeks for you, and did you say 2 weeks? Or did you say 1 week? You said the next week. Okay. Well, that's important because I was looking at 2 weeks. All right. For the next week, because 2 weeks time looks really, really good, but you asked for the next week. Okay. All right. My guidance to you, Natasha, for this next week is keep things a little. It's about small steps. It's about small steps and small wins for the next week. And I had to just hesitate before I said that because I don't mean keep small. I don't mean withhold. I don't mean that. I mean small wins, because small wins add up, and I really do see that they add up here. Okay, and so we can get very tied to, oh, here's this thing I want to happen. Here's this thing I want to do, and it's a bit bigger, right? It's a bit bigger. Like I have my mother coming to visit from England in about a week's time. Big, right? Got to break that down into small things, and then you have the sustained energy to do something. Okay, sustained energy to do something. Also, when you are trying to do little things, small little things, you haven't got the judgment of, is this thing more worth it than the other? Is this thing more useful, valuable than that? Because you're placing things all on the same level. So a lot more happens. And I'm seeing you at the end of that week actually quite relaxed and having fun and so on. But that's what I would say. You ask for guidance for the next week. It's go for small wins, go for small things, and lots of them, and that really adds up beautifully. But I've got to say, the week after that, which is the week of like the 10th of August, just after brain, come on, just after the Lionsgate, that looks like a wonderful week there. Okay. You guys on YouTube, Emily, I'll get to you. All right, Denise. Just contacted by a former employer to possibly work for them again. Would this be a positive thing for you? I need to move this. I'm like got my face right in front of me. I don't want to see myself that close up. All right. Denise, that looks really good. That looks really good. I like that. What have you said? Yep. No, you feel good about that too. I like it, Denise. I like that for you. Yeah. All right. Let's keep going. Emily went to the doctor about the red splotchy things in my palms. Could this be hormones or immune system? All right. I'm just a little confused. Hello, Nadine. Good to hear from you. What have you said here? You said a couple of things. Whoops, moved it. We went to the doctor this morning about the rash on your red splotchy. I'm getting a few different types of blood work done and was referred to a dermatologist. Could this be a change in hormones or immune system or likely a side effect? Medication. Okay. 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 For me, not a doctor, of course, not a doctor, and this is not medical advice or anything. For me, for what I'm seeing for you here, Emily, it's more to do, it's what I'm getting the most about is something to do with the side effect from medication. It doesn't concern me terribly. It really doesn't, but that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting here for you. All right. Cindy, I've just seen your question here. I've had a work crew pouring concrete foundation, trying to see for a new garage. They were supposed to come back on Monday, but they did not. Will they return to the work this week, and which day? Okay. Yes, they'll be back this week. Okay, Cindy, I'm seeing them coming Thursday or Friday. Thursday or Friday. Okay. Let's put that there. Jill. Sorry that took a minute. Jill. Where did you go? Yeah, in a few weeks' time, I'm going to get like this. It's called streaming software, so that I can just like be looking at one screen and have all the questions on like one one forum, because right now I'm looking at 3 different devices, and you know how men cannot multitask. But anyway, right. Jill, would you please read on my son's fitness coach situation? We had to walk away from the most recent solution last week after another huge disappointment. I'm sorry. Should I wait until September or start as soon as possible? Okay, Jill, I would start as soon as possible with Johnny. I'm sorry that took so long, by the way, for me to get to you here. Yeah, you're not going to like it. It's not going to like it, but I don't. You got flex time right now. You've got wiggle room on all the analogies I would make. You've got this time right now is time that you can make a change in. Okay, and so start now. Yes, start now. Where are we? I just got to make sure I'm okay. Let me go to you, Megan. No, Catherine. Sorry, Catherine. Just trying to keep track here. Will the house number 81 go up for sale before September? Oopsie, September this year. Will the house number 81 go up for sale before September this year? Right. I needed a minute there, Catherine. I'm leaning towards it not happening. It's not a black and white thing. It's really not set in stone. There's a lot of flux in that, but I'm leaning towards it not happening yet. What I feel is it's on the cusp there. I would say more like January, February than this side of the new year. Yeah. Oops. Okay. No one on Homelight. I don't know your name, but you're on here as Vibing Life 22. You're saying, will it work in my favor eventually for Buddy and I to move in together? Okay. All right. This is my lovingly direct answer to you. Ultimately, yes, it will. I don't know what it is that has to happen first, but something has to happen first. And so I actually wouldn't recommend you move in immediately. because there's something that's got to be cleared first of all. The process of this, I have to say, I don't like it. There's something about this that I don't like for you, right? Really, if I didn't care, I'd fluff around this, I'd whatever, but I do care. There's something about the process of this I don't like yet. So there's something to be worked out, figured out, healed, cleared, insert as appropriate. Then once that's done, oh God, yes, beautiful. But I have to say something, I don't know what has to happen first, because this could mean a number of different things, and I don't have much time here with you right now. But whatever it needs to be cleared, or whatever the things are, that first, okay? Right. Let me go on. And Megan. Oh, thank you, Megan. By the way, Megan, from one Dinosaur Jr. fan to another, we have a new album coming out soon. I've heard. I would not be the person I am if it wasn't for Dinosaur Jr. And if no one knows what I'm talking about, then okay. But anyway, all right. Going back to school, to a completely different occupation, how will my career change work out? Megan, I like it. No, I like this. I see you really doing it for yourself and for the right reasons, and I see it going well. That's all I can say. If you can receive that as encouragement. Diana, I have, struggling to read this. I have my third interview, but second in-person interview. Will I get the job? Okay. Yes, that's what I'm seeing. Diana. Yeah. I'm happy. There's no one on YouTube now. Just move that for a second. Okay, let's keep going. Sorry, I'm moving the phone here. Try not to. Okay, Kelly. I'd like to know if my mum's back pain can or will be healed soon. Okay. So getting a good read on this, Kelly. I feel like there's some. I need to go just a level deeper though. Right. There's something about elevation. Sometimes for my own back, because I'm getting a bit older, Sometimes for my own back, I need to just hang hang like that, dead hang, and elongate the spine a bit. And I feel like that would help. It's one thing to say rest your back and so on, but no, it's the right kind of rest, isn't it? You've got to get the right kind of rest, and if you're not properly supported, then it's actually either perpetuating or making it worse. So it's not just about rest, it's about rest and support, and then and then elevation or not just stretch, but relieving the compression there. Okay, but I do feel her back can be supported. Yeah, I absolutely do. I absolutely do. Okay, let's go on. All right. Okay, so I don't see any more questions for today. I feel like always what happens is I prepare to stop and then someone writes a question. But tell you what, if I just say that I'm going to stay here for another, you have someone that wants to join. All right. So if they can jump on like right now, because I always feel like a little silly just sitting here. I don't need to sit here, you know. So if you have someone that wants to join right now, please, or I'll do this again in a couple of weeks, right? Okay. All right. Got a question here. Carol's just put in a question, right? All right. What can I do to prevent my heart from going into AFib at dialysis? Is it about forgiveness? That's what you've asked, Carol. Okay. Right. Carol, a couple of things for you to work with, right? One is hydration. I know how simple that sounds. Now you're talking about forgiveness. I'm not saying no, right? Who doesn't need to work on forgiveness a bit? Who doesn't need to? What I just want to go a bit deeper with it and say there is a giving part of forgiveness, right? That's part of it. It's literally called forgive. We have to give something away. And so if you're working on forgiveness, look at what you're keeping, look at what you're holding on to, look at what you won't let go of. That's the part of forgiveness that people forget. People forget that something to forgive doesn't have to be kept with you. You have to keep it. Can you let yourself form the bridge, release it, give it away, and it not need to be a part of your identity? That's what I'd say. And so there's you at dialysis, and you think about what you're there to do, and it's going into your body, and you're there for hours, and this whole part of you, because I've watched dialysis happen, dear God, and you're in a community of people and so on, being cleansed and so on, being cleansed. So think about what you want to be filled with. Think about what you want to be brought into your body as something's leaving you, okay? It is a lot for the whole system. It is a lot. And of course, no, I'm not here giving medical advice. Never going to do that. Never going to do that. But you get a sense of the totality of what's being worked on, not just metaphysically and etherically, but physically and somatically as well, right? But get in touch with the releasing part of you as well, and how willing and ready you are to do that. Okay. All right. Gosh, Simone, I missed you there. Do apologize. People have asked more questions since I've been on, so oh shoot. Carol. Right. Carolyn. Hi, Joshua. I was wondering if things are going to start turning around for the better soon. Sure. So, Carolyn, the greater answer I have is yes, right? The greater answer I have is yes. There is going to be, once I asked someone how they were and they said sunny with scattered clouds. And I thought, what a beautiful way to put it. What a beautiful way to put it, because the sun's always out. Sometimes there are just clouds around, and we acknowledge both of them, both of them. That's the weather. That's how it is. So, for you, I do see things improving. I do see things turning around, as you say, and there is some of the clouds that just are going to be around as well. To just watch the tendency to say, "Oh, that's still here. Life isn't getting better. Life isn't progressing." Just because there are some clouds around does not mean that. So overall, yes, I do see things improving, and that's not a hedge, by the way. I do see it. I do see it. I do see it. I do see it, and sooner than you think as well. All right. So let me go to Simone, and then your name is Loyal22. Loyal22. Okay. All right. But let me go to Simone first of all, because I forgot you. Simone, where'd you go? Reading. All right. So Simone, I'm just going to pull a couple of cards and just see what's there for you. Okay. Right. Lindsay, I know someone called Lindsay. Sorry. Simone. Simone. If I say to you, slow down a bit, I don't mean in terms of action and doing. I mean in terms of where your mind goes and you're making decisions and choices. I feel you've got the tendency, you're in this tendency of being very reactive and coming to conclusions really, really quickly, really, really quickly. And I'd love to just kind of hold the stop sign up sometimes and go, whoa, is that what you want to do? Is that true? Just to have you pause for that like second. I don't mean minute. I mean a second or two, and just give time for your greater power to catch up with you. And I don't mean God. I mean you, Simone, right? I mean you, right? And it's like I want to interrupt that process with you, so that your intuition's got more space to come in on. Feel your if I just look at the quality of choices you're making and so on, I'm like, oh, slow down. You can do better. You can do better. You can. So I don't mean slow down in terms of action. I mean slow down in terms of where your mind leaps to, because there is such wealth that you have waiting for you every second. So, I don't know if I ever talked about it, but I write stuff down. I do lots of writing. To just slow me down and actually witness thoughts I'm having, because I can't do that in my head. I'm an air sign. I'm obviously a bit ADHD or whatever. I have to slow that process down. That's really what I'm seeing for you. Okay. And So you've asked, your question is, will I receive the update about my visa case beginning of August? And the deadline is September for response. Will I receive the update about my visa case beginning? Will I receive? Right. So I'm getting a yes on that. I just want to make sure I've answered your question though. Will I receive the update? So yes, I'm unless I've missed something about your question, I'm getting a yes on that. That you will. All right, let me go on. Okay, Amy. Oh, thank you, Amy. Thank you, Amy. I was thinking of you earlier on. I hope you're doing well. Cody. All right. Hello, Joshua. I'm curious about my relationship with my partner. I think there are walls I built, and then hold on. I do like my shirt as well, but it's making it hard to read this. I think there are walls I built, and then we have our own trauma. I don't want to give up, but I don't want to keep arguing. Is it trauma or are we doomed? Okay. Sorry to keep moving the phone here. Cody, okay. Right. Cody, I do think you can work through this, right? I really do. Now, that's not me saying that just because I said that, click my fingers, everything's fine now. No. So I saw something the other day. Let me try and remember it. We don't fight each other, we fight the problem, right? That's where a couple can come together, step out of a continual pattern and loop, join in, and move on and upwards. And so every couple, they're going to go out and in, out and in, out and in together. That's the journey of a couple together. Okay. All the couples that I have counseled, given guidance to, and so on, the thing I'm looking for every time is inclination. If that's there, if the two want to work on it, that's almost all you need, right? And to understand that you've got one perspective, another perspective, as long as they can see each other to the tipping point, almost miracles can happen, right? Miracles can happen. So miracles can happen. So I'm saying the two of you fight the problem, not each other. But I see, I wish I could show you this. Cody, it looks so good. And I really feel you can really wake up to each other. Really feel that. Just it would take so little, but it will take something to get out of this just kind of cage the two of you are in. Just get on each other's side, right? Get on each other's side. Carol, Caroline, Megan. Amy, will my hopes and plans of a summer camp become a reality in this lifetime? If so, will my hopes and plans of a summer camp become a reality in this lifetime? If so, any timeline? The answer is yes. I'm just going to look at when now. Okay, then excuse me. Then Amy, I'm going to say yes, and you know that. By the way, you've got to throw that in. I have to say that with any of you, the questions you ask, you know the answers to them, right? You know the answers. Let me just be someone confirming and maybe adding some extra shine to it. But yes, you know it's going to happen. I want to say to you, in the next 5 years, right? I get particular reads on different years here, but I don't actually think you need to know exactly when it's going to happen. Rather that it is, and you have choice here. Sometimes I've excuse me. Sometimes I've been given guidance inside and out that's really got to happen within like 14 months. That's got to happen next year. That's got to happen this year. That's not what I'm seeing here. You have a good window of personal choice here, Amy. But I would say within the next 5 years, it can happen, and you should do something with that. Okay. All right. Well, I'm hoping I haven't missed anyone out, but I don't see any more questions anywhere. And so, let's put these away. Anyone that's still with me, still watching, take a breath. I always just like to do that at the end. I don't know why my voice is going hoarse now. Let's just take a breath. I'm always going to say this, take a breath. Looking to support people who are short of breath right now, who are sunken in stress and so on. We take a breath so they can take a breath. We have a planet to pray for. We have fires. We have stress. We have wars. We have many people to pray for. We pray for ease, relief, life moving on. We pray for empowerment. A wish and a blessing for each one of you. May you have what you need when you need it. Very grateful to all of you for spending this time with me and trusting me with your questions and so on. And I wish you a wonderful week. God bless, be well, and I will see you again soon.